Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my live Forever in Motion Facebook class. My name is Kereen and I'm one of the rec therapists with the Community Older Adult team. And like I said, I will be doing your class today. So let's just start off with a little bit of a march here while I tell you what you're going to need for today's class. So you are going to need, as usual, for my classes anyway, I usually get you to grab your tubing or TheraBand, a good sturdy chair, a good supportive pair of running shoes, and as always, your water bottle. So I kind of stopped at that march, eh? Okay, keep that march going. A few more instructions. Remember that chair is there for your support at whatever level you need. So option one would be you're hanging onto it with both hands. Option two, maybe it's fingertips or one hand. And option three, maybe your hands are just kind of hovering above it. The chair is there just in case you need to grab on if you lose your balance. Okay, so for most classes, we would recommend that you actually stand behind your chair. For us, as we're going to be leading, as we do lead, and for me, today's class, I will be standing to the side so you can see what I'm doing with my legs. So, oh my gosh, I'm kind of rambling today. As always, working at your own pace. If at any point you're feeling pain, discomfort, or like you're overexerting yourself, make sure that you stop, slow down, or adapt whatever you're doing. We always want it to be a safe class. Take those legs wide. We've been marching for a long time already. And posture. You want those shoulders back and down. Your core is engaged, so you're bracing your stomach nice and tight as though someone's going to punch you in the stomach. And you are either standing up nice and tall or sitting up nice and tall. Most of the exercises can be done either standing or seated. And I just realized I didn't switch on the mic. Let's see if that makes a difference. So I will be showing you both options for standing or seated. Chances are, if you've been watching our classes, you already know most of the seated options, but I will try and remember to show them to you just in case. All right, we've been going wide for a while now. So let's do wide, wide, narrow, narrow. Get those arms moving with it. We want to warm up upper body and lower body. As far as the water bottle goes, feel free to grab a drink of water anytime you need. You don't need to wait for me to tell you it's time for a drink. Very important to stay hydrated. All right, how about we switch up the arms a little bit here? Let's do diamond arms. Keep the legs going wide, wide, narrow, narrow. I want you to take note of which leg you're initiating the movement with. Are you starting with your left or your right? So take note. Let's forget about the arms for a little bit. Take note, tap down, and switch. Okay. Got those legs going again? You switched legs. Okay, let's switch up the arms a little bit. So instead of the diamond, let's punch forward and punch down. You might notice, I'm kind of trying hard, you might notice that my arms and legs are going at a different speed, and that's intentional. If it's actually happening, it is intentional, because if you can do your arms and legs at different speeds, then it's actually good for your brain too. So I'm trying to challenge my brain a little bit here while I'm doing this. Are you trying it out? I encourage you to try it, not even necessarily just with this move, but anytime you're doing some different combinations with the arms and legs, Try and do them at different speeds. Okay, let's keep the legs wide. Keep the arms moving. So starting to lift those knees a little bit higher. So other than speed, this is another way of increasing the intensity of a workout, is the range of the movement. So I'm lifting my legs a little bit higher, moving the arms maybe a little bit bigger. Same thing if you're doing it seated. No big difference there yet. And let's bring those legs in and just a regular march. And I am going to grab a drink of water already. I was kind of trying to dream up some different combinations, some different things to try with you this morning. So I've been already going for a while here. All right, so I wanted to do some forward and back. So let's just start with a 1, 2, 3 tap. 1, 2, 3 tap. 2, 3 tap. 1, 2, 3 tap. We'll just do a couple of those, and then we will travel with it. It's good to not only warm up the body in all different directions, but also to incorporate all the different directions, or as many as you can, in your workout. Okay, so let's do 1, 2, 3 tap. 1, 2, 3 tap. Let's travel with it. 1, 2, 3 tap. 1, 2, 3 tap. This could get scary if I do that twice. Okay, 1, 2, 3 tap. I'm just going to do 1, 1, 2, 3 tap. You do whatever works for you for the space you're working in. Okay, so that, and I'm going to stop for a second here. Let's just take it back to regular march for a little bit. The move that I kind of, or the combination that I kind of dreamt up for you this morning, we're going to have to do specific legs, different moves for different, for the different legs. Oh gosh, here I go rambling again. Okay, so let's just start taking a step with that 1, 2, 3 tap. Let's start with our left leg. So 1, 2, 3 tap with your right. 1, 2, 3 tap with the left on the way back. 1, 2, 3 tap. So you're starting that walk forward with the left leg. Okay, so take note of that. Okay, now when we come back, instead of a tap, I want you to do a heel dig. So 1, 2, 3, it's tap at the front. 1, 2, 3, heel dig at the back. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, heel dig. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, heel dig. Okay, we'll go with a couple of those, and then I'm going to add in something else again. Okay, here I'm going to add in something else. So heel dig. So then tap. I want you to shift your weight to that front leg. Tap behind you. Shift the weight to the back. Let's do another heel dig. And we're going to do that twice. Tap behind, heel dig front, and then start with that 1, 2, 3 tap again. So 1, 2, 3 tap. 1, 2, 3 heel dig. We're going to do 2 of each. 2, 3 tap. 1, 2, 3 heel dig. Going to that tapping back, heel dig front, tap back, heel dig front. Then we're traveling again. 1, 2, 3 tap. 1, 2, 3 heel dig. 1, 2, 3 tap. 1, 2, 3 heel dig. Here's where we're doing that tap back, tap front, heel dig front, tap back, heel dig front. You catching on to it? I hope so. I know you don't want to listen to me do it the whole, and give the instructions the whole time. Okay, one more time here to the front. Heel dig, and then tapping to the back. Traveling forward. Here's the tap to the back. heel dig, tap, heel dig, travel. Here's the tap. Okay, tap, back, heel dig. We're going to take it to a march here, and we're going to switch legs. Okay, so we started with that traveling forward by taking a step forward with our left. So now let's start by taking a step forward with our right so that we're switching which leg we're doing the activity with. Okay, now I'm starting to be able to actually put my thoughts into words. Sometimes so challenging. Okay, starting off with the right. So 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3. Heel dig with this one this time. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3. Heel dig, tapping back. Heel dig, tapping back. Heel dig, and starting out again. Almost forgot my own pattern there. Here's we're tapping it back. Tapping back here. You can do bicep curls with this if you like. Tapping back. Let's do one more here. Tapping back. And just a regular march. Okay, how'd you do with that one? I hope you did okay. All right, so in my thoughts as I was trying to dream up something for you for today, kind of took me back to some different things, different activities that we did from childhood to adulthood. Okay, so starting out childhood, hopscotch. Okay, so our hopscotch looks a little bit different than what we did as kids, but for our purposes, hopscotch, you're either reaching towards or touching your ankle in the front. Remember, you're doing this at whatever pace works for you. And stop and grab a drink of water anytime you need. Okay, so here we have hopscotch front. Let's switch it up. Hopscotch back, so you're touching the opposite heel in the back. Same thing if you're seated. I'm going to move the chair over a little bit. So kind of a little bit, not as easy, but still very doable. Okay, keep going with that. A few more. And then we are going to combine the two to alternate front and back. All right, so here's front, front, back, back, front, front, back, back. Keep going with that. So who remembers doing hopscotch back in the day? Now I'm trying to do it with my grandchildren. Time flies. Okay, one more each, and back to a march. Okay, so there was our hopscotch. And coming along a few more years down the road, grade 7. So we like to joke that our side step step, together, step, together. How this grade 7 fits into this is when we are teaching this step or telling people about it, we like to joke that this is the grade 7 boy dance. So I don't know if that, excuse me, I don't know if that brings back many memories for anyone. We can swing the arms with it. So my arms and legs are going to the same side here. And we will switch that up in a couple seconds. Okay, here we go. Arms and legs, different sides. Okay, what do you think? Grade 7, we got that nailed. Can we graduate to grade 8? Grade 8, so if grade 7 was one step, what do you think grade 8 might be? Okay, so 2 steps. Step, together, step, together. Back the other way. I hope I'm not offending any grade 7 or grade 8 boys. Just kind of seems to be one of the common moves, dance moves for that age group. Back in my day anyway. I'm sure they've got much fancier moves these days. How about with the arms? We can do something like this. Just keeping those shoulders relaxed. Your arms are going at about chest height or shoulder height, whatever works for you. And let's just take it back to the center here and back to a march. All right, grab a drink of water. I'm going to see if you're ready for this next one. Keep the legs moving. All right, so like I said, keep the legs moving. Next up on my pathway of memories growing up through the years takes me to the time when my parents made me go take dance lessons with my older brother. Okay, so let's just take that to a heel, toe, polka. Heel, toe, tapping behind. So heel, toe, and then 1, 2, 3. Other leg, heel, toe, 1, 2, 3. Heel, toe, 1, 2, 3. Heel, toe, 1, 2, 3. At whatever speed this works for you. We're just going to stick with this for now. I'm not going to get too wild with this. Obviously, my parents' money on dance lessons, probably not worth it. Their money would have maybe had a better effect, more value spent on something else. A dancer I am not. And I will openly admit that. So I'm going to try not to embarrass myself too much here. Okay, so if you've done the heel-toe polka, you know that there's that kind of space in between where there's kind of a more of a musical interlude. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then it goes back to the heel, toe, 1, 2, 3, heel, toe, 1, 2, 3, heel, toe, 1, 2, 3, heel, heel, toe, 1, 2, 3. And then it goes to that musical interlude. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Back to heel, toe, 1, 2, 3, heel, toe, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm gonna quit saying what it is. You do what works for you. Back to the 1, 2, 3 interlude. Heel, toe, 1, 2, 3, heel, toe, 1, 2, 3. One more each side. Back to the 1, 2, 3. Remembering that you are doing this at home. No one can see what you're doing. I'm doing this in front of all of you, and it's getting saved, maybe. So I'm trying not to get too wild here or too embarrassing. That's all right. It's fun, right? I probably went too far there. Let's go back to that 1, 2, 3. Back to the heel, toe, heel, toe. One more time for the musical interlude, and then I think I've probably done enough damage to this dance. Okay, let's take that back to a march and give yourself a hand. I'm sure your dancing was much better than mine. I'm going to grab another drink of water. Okay. So, we've done the heel-toe part. We've done some adulting in those years. Now, we are winding down again. So let's go back to that grade 8 double side step. But we are winding down now. So don't worry about going too fast. We're into our cool down here. I hope you had fun with that heel toe. I kind of have fun dreaming up these different things. All right, taking it to, that's grade 8, let's go back to grade 7. So single, not that you're necessarily single in grade 7, single step. As parents, we're just hoping that all grade 7s are single, right? Or that our child at least. Oh my gosh, rambling again. I don't know if that means I had too much coffee or not enough. Okay, now I'm just going to get you to kind of shift your weight and tap to the side. You can bend that knee a little bit. Keep those shoulders back and down. Good posture. You're going up nice and tall each time. Okay, so now instead of that foot coming off with each tap, just keep that foot there, and we're just kind of shifting weight. Slowing it down. And just bring those legs in. All right, so your heart rate and breathing rate should be back down to normal. If not, just kind of, you know what, let's take a couple more seconds here. Grab another drink of water and grab your band. We are going to start with our strengthening section. All right. So, actually, you know what? Before we even do the band, what I want you to do is we're going to start with that chin tuck for our posture. So lots of times we have that chin jutting forward a little bit. So the easiest way to do that is kind of put your finger and thumb in the shape of an L. Put your thumb against your chest and finger up against your chin, and that's kind of where people are normally, and which is usually jutted forward. So pull your chin back from your finger as a couple inches if you can. Kind of hold that position for a bit, nice double chin, and then release it. You should feel a little tightening stretch kind of on the back of your head, the base of you, where your head and neck meet. Let's take that back again. I'm going to turn. Nobody needs to see that double chin that many times or for that long. Okay, and release. And one more time, take that head back. So sometimes when you have a headache, even doing this stretch, this little chin tuck, stretching out the back of your neck at the base of where it meets your skull, that can sometimes help with headaches. Okay, nice. This one, we have a tray of cookies on each hand. Do not dump the trays of cookies. So you want to make sure your hands are parallel the whole time to the floor. And just rotating out to the side. This is working our rotator cuff. Try and keep the elbows as close into your body as you can. And then back in. Taking that out. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. And back in. And out. Just taking a peek, see if I needed to see anything that was coming up on my screen, but I think we're okay. And back in, and one more time, take that out. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Try and keep those elbows in along your side. Don't dump the cookies on the floor or up on your lap. Arms are parallel to the floor, your forearm. And back in. Okay, give those shoulders a bit of a shake. Now we can grab our band. So, grabbing onto the band. Let's do a back squeeze. So, grabbing on, and same thing standing or seated. We're going to be doing some exercise with the chair right away, so that's why I have it nice and close by. So, feet shoulder width apart, slight bend to your knees. You never want to lock any joints. Core is still engaged, like somebody's going to belt you in the stomach. And grabbing on. Your hands are about chest height. Index fingers are either touching or fairly close together. And we are pulling apart, squeezing those shoulder blades together. And release. So take a breath in and exhale on that release. Or sorry, on the pull, on the exertion of force. And then inhale on the release of your arms. Nice, slow and controlled. You want to go the same speed, both directions. We're not holding it. As soon as we kind of get back there, give that extra little squeeze, and then bring it back forward again. And let's do two more. And last one. Remember, when we are doing these exercises with you, the number of repetitions that we're giving, that's kind of just a recommendation. You do what works for you. All right, so that is the back squeeze. Let's go to the chest press. And you know what? I'm going to double up my band right away. Give myself a little extra resistance here. So grabbing on, make sure you got resistance in that band, and start out with your arms kind of like a football field goal. And so your arms are up, and then just take them forward so that the wrists are still in line with your elbows. Keep those elbows back, and then press forward, bringing the hands together. And then bring it back to that same position again so that your wrists are still in front of in line with your elbows. So make sure you're taking your elbows back. Sometimes the hands kind of go like this, but it is a matter of getting those elbows back more. You want a 90-degree angle in your elbows. If you are doing this seated, you can wrap the band around the back of your chair, and that would give you the extra resistance when you are pushing forward. I tend to, because they're slippery chairs, it kind of defeats the purpose for me because I slide around too much on there. Okay, and last one. There we go. All right, shake that out a little bit. And what we're going to do next is the back row. So you are going to need your chair for this one. So sitting up nice and tall, more towards the front of your chair. And grab your band. Heels down, toes pointing up. Get resistance on the band when your arms are extended. Your hands are along your thighs, near your knees. And we are just going to take a breath in and exhale as you are pulling those hands back to your hips. Don't lock your knees. Nice, slow, controlled movements. Think about squeezing those shoulder blades together. Breath in, exhale. And you are looking straight ahead on this one because you are sitting up nice and tall. You're not pivoted forward. If you're pivoting forward, that's when you want to be looking about 3 or 4 feet ahead of you on the floor. If you're sitting up nice and tall or standing up nice and tall, you should be looking straight ahead, eyes on the horizon. Okay, how about 2 more? Or if you're already feeling like you've done enough, then that's enough. Listen to your body. Last one. Okay, so I am going to flip my chair around a little bit here. And we will do a lateral raise. And the reason I'm getting you to, if you want, you can do it seated or standing. I'm going to do it seated because we're going to go right into a different exercise here for biceps and triceps, and for that one, it's seated. All right, so getting resistance on your band, depending on what strength of band you have, you might want to let up a little bit on it, or maybe just do one arm at a time, depending on how long your band is too. Okay, for our purposes, take the arms out to the side and back down. Core is engaged. We're sitting more towards the front of our chair, as always, sitting up nice and tall. And arms are only coming up to about shoulder height. Elbows are not locked. Okay, how about we do reciprocal? So one arm is up, and then we're going to switch. As one arm is going up, the other is coming down. So this makes your body work a little bit harder to stabilize. So a little bit of a core exercise here, additional core exercise when you're doing the reciprocal. About 1 more each side. There we go. All right, shaking that out. Now, this is the other one that I kind of dreamt up. Let me know what you think of it. I'm going to turn my chair to another angle here so you can see it. All right. So, starting out kind of in that same position as the row, the back row, I want, I'm gonna have my palms facing, no, let's see. How about palms facing down? This one's new to me too. All right, so We want resistance on that band. Kind of pivot forward at the hips and see that your arms, my arm, is bent here, and I want to use the resistance of the band to do a tricep extension. Okay, so anything where you are straightening, that is working your triceps. Straightening the arm, I guess I should be more specific. Okay, so I'm working my triceps against the extension of, against the resistance of the band. If you wanted, you could do a bicep curl in there and then take it to that extension. So how about we do that? Do a bicep curl. Make sure you are just pivoting at the hips. You are not curving your spine at all. You want that good alignment, head, neck, and spine, all in good alignment. And let's just alternate between the bicep curl and the tricep extension. So for this one, because we are leaning forward in this position, pivoting in this position, not curving the spine, but because we are leaning forward, this is one of the exercises where you would want to be looking at the floor about 3 or 4 feet ahead of you. How about one more of each? Okay. Let that one go. Shake that out, and you can set the band down for now. Grab another drink of water. All right. Oh, I was going to get you to remember another list of 3 things. Okay, so my 3 things, and I'm going to try to remember to ask you at the end of the class today. So, sunshine is one. The second word is paint. And the third one is milk. So, sunshine, paint, and milk. I'm going to ask at the end, hopefully. And you see if you can remember those 3. All right, next up, squats, because we love squats, right? So feet go shoulder width apart, and you are sitting back into it. Try to keep those knees back from your toes. They're not coming beyond your toes. I'm just looking at this. My phone is at a really bizarre angle today. I'll have to watch for that next time. Looks like I'm exercising on a hill, on a slope. How's that for challenge, eh? If you are doing the exercises seated, your squat is leg extension, extension, and then ham curl, extension, extension, ham curl, ham curl. Keep going with the squats standing. You're doing the standing version. All right, we'll do a couple more here. And how about one more? Press up through those heels. Nice strong finish. Okay, that was our squat. So let's do some work for the hips. So mixing it up, and I'm gonna do a little bit differently today. Normally we alternate legs, just so that it mimics the walking pattern, the weight shift of when you're walking. Today I'm going to do a little bit different. It works your muscles a little bit differently. So one leg at a time. So hip flexion, take it out for that hip opener, and then back in, and then the extension. Keep going. Chairs there for support, whatever level you need. In, and then extension back. Okay, keep going with that. If you are doing it seated, so standing, keep going with that. Seated, so it's up. And then what I'll get you to do is kind of put your foot down. Don't move it, but I want you to pull on it as though, like plant your foot and pull on it as though you were sliding it back, but you're not actually moving it. And then in that way, you are moving the same, using the same muscles for the extension backwards as we do when we're standing. Okay, so keep going with that. We'll do just a couple more. Last one. All right, shake that out. And switching sides. So leg up, hip opener, bring it back to the front, extension, and then down. Turn to the side here. Up, out, back to the front, and then the extension to the back. I'm trying to do it without touching. Feel free to touch if you need. Couple more. How you doing? That leg that is holding you up is probably starting to feel it. How about one more? Can we work in one more? Extension and down. All right. Good work, I'm sure. All right, how about, okay, so that was forward, sideways, and back with the hips. How about this time, let's do, I'm trying to work opposites here. So let's take the one leg across for the hip adduction, and then for the adduction, take it and instead of just straight out to the side, I want you to kind of press that heel towards the back corner of the room, okay? And again, we're going to just be working one leg at a time. Chair's there for whatever level of support you need. Pressing that heel. So pause slightly there. I want you to press with the heel. I want you to be able to feel that. When you feel that in there, those muscles kicking in, you'll know you're pressing to the right angle. Crossing the midline, working our adductor muscle, but also because we're crossing the midline, it's also good for your brain health. Connecting both sides of your brain, left and right hemisphere. How about one more? Press that back. Okay, shake that out. Again, feel free to stop whenever you need, or to add in a couple more if you wanted to add a couple more. Okay, so other leg, take it across, and then back, pressing that heel to the back corner. You want to feel that one. Those muscles kicking in. Pressing with that heel. Nice, slow and controlled. The more you slow the exercises down, the more it challenges your balance and the better it works your muscles. We'll do a couple more here. Last one. All right, shake that out. I can definitely feel it. I hope you are too, because then that means that you were targeting the muscles, hitting the right muscles that we wanted. All right, another one that we really like to do is that heel to toe, Not heel toe polka. Been there, done that. Heel and toe raise. Okay, so you're up on your toes, raise your heels up, go down onto your heels, raise your toes. I'm going to throw another little challenge in there for you, way of mixing it up a little bit. So we were doing a lot of things on one side and then the other. So how about we do up on the one toe, not one toe, toes on one foot, and then heel on one foot, that same foot. I guess if you really wanted to challenge, you could try one toe. Okay, switch legs. Going back onto that heel. That's normally the more challenging of the two, but by far, when you're only doing it on one foot. This one I'm definitely making use of my chair. Okay, shake that out. Grabbing your chair, and I'm going to grab another drink of water. My voice is going. I'm going to make you grab your band again. Turn my chair a little bit so you can see what I'm doing better. Okay, you can kind of go more towards the back of your chair this time because I want to do some work with our ankles here. So ankle mobility is really important. So we're going to work our ankles a little bit here. I want you to get the band kind of under the balls of your foot, or the ball of your foot. Get some resistance on there, and then we're pointing and then flexing. Okay, so point those toes and then bring them back towards your nose as much as you can. I'm going to take that up a little bit higher. Do it nice, slow, and controlled. Make sure that band's not going to snap up and hit you. Especially when you're doing this flexion here, the dorsiflexion. Really try and see if you can give that extra little stretch in there. So this is actually a nice stretch for your calves while we're doing this as well. Point. Press those heels, pull those toes back and press the heels forward. Trying to keep an eye on the time here. Okay. Get rid of that band. Let's do some ankle rotation. Like I said, the ankle mobility really important in falls prevention. Circles outwards. Here's a brain challenge for you. Well, this one isn't too challenging quite yet. Let's do hands at the same time. We're going outward. So hands and feet are both going outwards. Keep the feet going outwards and see if you can get your hands to turn circles inwards. This I haven't mastered, so I'm just challenging you at the same time as I'm challenging myself. Okay, yeah, no, I don't have that one. Anyway, that's something to work on. Homework, there you go, there's your homework. We always suggest that our leaders give our Forever Motion classes homework. So there's your homework for today. And, well, you know what, while we are in this position, it's about that time. Let's do our stretching. So, one leg extended. You're sitting more towards the front of your chair now. Sitting up nice and tall, hinging forward at the hips. you're leaning on a leg for support, it should be that bent leg. And heel down, toe pointed up, and leaning forward, feeling that nice stretch in your hamstring. Are you still remembering those 3 words I gave you? I haven't forgotten about them yet. Hopefully I don't at the end. You've got a little bit of time to try and remember what they are. Okay, pull the toe up a little bit more, stretch that calf, take that stretch to the calf area. Shaking that out. Other heel down, toe pointing up, leaning slightly forward. You're just hinging at the hips so that your head, neck, and spine are all in a good alignment there. All right. Glute hip stretch. So, one butt cheek on the chair, one off. Take that front leg back as far as you can comfortably. You're sitting up nice and tall. If you want to feel a little bit more of a stretch, you can lean back slightly. If you're leaning forward, you're probably not going to feel a heck of a lot. When you are stretching, slight discomfort is okay, should not be pain. Slight discomfort or the feeling of a good pull, that's totally fine. But if you're feeling pain, then that's not fine. It means you've gone too far and you need to let up a little bit. Okay, switching around, switch sides. Okay, and I don't want my back to you, so I'm going to turn my chair now again and grab another quick drink of water. Okay, another one of my favorites here. So, if you can, take your legs straight across. See, that water didn't work. Then go for it like this, and you can hinge forward slightly at the hips. Gentle press on the inside of your knee is another way to kind of feel that nice stretch in there. If that doesn't work for you, feel free to, sometimes just by having that one leg out, you can use that leg as a ramp and bring the leg up. If that's not possible, even like this, and hinging forward, pivoting forward at the hips, totally fine. That'll still help you feel your stretch in there. Shake that out, switch legs, and nice gentle press. Pivoting forward at the hips, whatever works for you. All right, release that. Going for a shoulder stretch, so bringing one arm across from underneath, grab on, pull it in closer. You should feel a nice stretch in the shoulder area. Feel free to do some nice little circles there with your hand too, if you like. Reverse direction. Shaking that out. Let's take the other arm across. Grab on, pull it in closer. I used to like grabbing on and pulling closer to my elbow, but above the elbow. But these days I'm kind of finding that I like below the elbow now, and pulling that in a little bit closer. So experiment with it. Just because something worked better for you or you liked it at one point doesn't mean that that might not change. So experiment every once in a while too and see if you feel the stretches differently or better one way than another. Keep that hand going, reverse direction. All right, shaking that out. Let's go for our oblique stretch. So reaching up and slightly diagonal, give that gentle pull. Feeling that nice stretch without compromising that spine. Okay, that same arm that is reaching up, bend it down between your shoulder blades, gentle press on your elbow or your triceps area, whatever works for you. If you have shoulder issues and that's not feeling so good, take it across to the other side. Okay, shake that out. Other arm up. Gentle pull, slightly diagonal. And that same arm reaching down between your shoulder blades. Gentle press on your elbow or your triceps area, or taking that arm across to the other side, whatever works for you. Taking those arms back. Stretch open the chest. Really important to do that several times throughout your day. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Okay, so I've got my arms at about a 45-degree angle. Thumbs are up. Rotate around so the thumbs are kind of up again. Press the shoulders back. You should feel it stretching your biceps. Rotate the hands around again, so thumbs are up. Bend the hands back at the wrist. Rotate around again. Press the shoulders back, and you should feel it more in your forearm. All right, shaking that up. Nice big shoulder rolls backwards. All right, keeping your shoulders level. Take one ear down to your shoulder. Opposite arm is reaching towards the floor. Head back up to the center. Other ear to your shoulder. Opposite arm is reaching towards the floor. And head back up to the center, and it looks like I've got a couple minutes here. I've got time to do the progressive muscle relaxation. I like doing this, including it as part of the workout every once in a while. Okay, so what it is you are going head to toe, tensing and then releasing the different muscles. So start by top of your, like I said, head to toe. So face muscles, so like squeeze your face muscles really, really tight. Again, I'm doing this on camera in front of everybody, so I'm not gonna do it because it's gonna be saved on here for a long time. So squeeze your face muscles really, really tight. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then relax, release the tension. Okay, think about squeezing all the muscles in your head and your neck. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Hold that tension. And then release. Okay, shoulders, squeeze those shoulders. Feel the muscles in your shoulders tensing up. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And relax. Biceps. Get those biceps, squeeze those muscles, focus on them. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And relax. Think about the triceps. Focus on the triceps if you can. Squeeze those triceps, squeeze, tense those muscles up. And release. fists. Squeeze those fists nice and tight. Squeeze, 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 and release. Okay, your butt, squeeze those glutes, squeeze it tight. And release your abs, your core, squeeze, engage all those muscles that we've been working so hard. Squeeze them in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. We're not holding our breath when we're doing any of this, right? Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And release. Okay, how about quads? Squeeze. We worked those quads. Squeeze them right now. Feel those muscles in there. Isn't that awesome? Squeeze. And release. Hamstrings. Can you push those hamstrings? Squeeze them and push them into the chair. Tense those muscles up. Tense, tense, tense. And release. And how about your calves? Tense those calves. Tense them up. Tense, tense, tense. I guess I should have been using that word tense instead of squeeze. Tense it up. And release. And how about we finish off with our feet? Those toes. Tense up those toes. All the muscles in your feet if you can. Tense it all up. And release. Okay. Nice big shoulder rolls. We are going to finish off with 3 deep cleansing breaths. So taking breaths in through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Deep breath in. And exhale. One last time. Deep breath in. Stretch it all the way up. And exhale. And give yourselves a hand. I'm sure you did amazing today, as always. Thank you very much for joining me for today's class. It's always nice when we see that people are get feedback that people are enjoying the classes. That's great to hear. So I would love to know how you did with the heel toe polka. Let me know if you have any comments, suggestions, things like that. And I did not forget the 3 words today. I did not forget to ask you. Okay, so what are they? I'm going to glance myself. First word, sunshine. Second word, paint. Third word, milk. Did you remember them? Okay, thanks again for joining, and we'll catch you again another time. Take care, everyone. Have a great day.